Trying to save some money, pay off some debt, and make the most of your money? Then you should try living like a billionaire if that billionaire is Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett is the investor renowned as the Oracle of Omaha. But this American business titan is more than his profession. Welcome back to Frugal Life Hacks. In today's episode, we're going to learn the trick to live on an extremely low income, and that too given by Warren Buffett. Let's take a quick look at them one by one. This will surely help you guys out if you're trying to live frugally. Let's see some tips that Warren Buffett follows on a daily basis to lower the expense. Number 10. Warren Buffett's house is the same one that he bought in 1958. In a 2010 letter to his shareholders, Buffett ranked his home as the third best investment that he had ever made, praising the advantages of home ownership. His two biggest purchases were wedding rings. Located in Omaha on a corner lot, the 6,570 square foot home is only a 5-minute drive from Berkshire Hathaway's corporate offices. The original stucco building from 1921 seems to have some upgrades as well. According to Zillow, it's currently valued at around $1.2 million. He still resides in the Omaha, Nebraska home that he purchased in 1958 for $31,500, or nearly $285,000 in 2020 currency. Buffett doesn't intend to list his own house for sale. He previously said, "I wouldn't trade it for anything," to CNBC. Buffett would have paid around $43 per square foot in today's money for the 6,570 square foot house. However, the property's current value, as reported by the tax assessor's office in Buffett's home county of Douglas, Nebraska, is $161 per square foot. To live like Buffett, think about purchasing a smaller property that you can afford rather than making a costly mortgage payment. Number 9. Buffett starts his day with a cheap breakfast. You may suppose that wealthy people enjoy bottomless mimosas and eggs benedict at the most opulent brunch spots, or perhaps they employ a personal chef who will be able to prepare whatever they choose at any time. Wrong. Paying excessive rates for daily gourmet French breakfast served in the comfort of your own home is not a part of adopting Buffett's lifestyle. The multi-billionaire investor has a history of economizing his meals by choosing fast food. He may even start his day by stopping at McDonald's on the 5-minute commute to work, according to CNBC. He'll treat himself to a $3.89 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit sandwich if he's feeling really wealthy. He may even pay $3.19 for a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich if the market's down. On a particularly terrible day, he spends $2.38 on 2 sausage patties, combines them, and drinks a Coke that he pours himself. When Buffett travels, he is infamous for choosing an expensive cuisine over the fatty bacon and eggs from a nearby eatery. Buffett's good friend Bill Gates, the Microsoft founder, speculated on his blog that Buffett's trip breakfast would include a pack of Oreos. The fact that Warren has mostly adhered to his values is one thing that was shocking to learn about him. Number 8. Buffett buys reduced-priced cars. You won't likely see Buffett driving a $1 million vehicle, despite the fact that some CEOs do. His daughter, Susie Buffett, said in a BBC program that he purchased automobiles at lower costs, such as the ones that had been damaged by hail. The vehicles were repaired, didn't appear hail damaged, and gradually became a staple of the Buffett way of life. His daughter commentated in the documentary, "You've got to understand, he keeps cars until I tell him this is getting embarrassing, time for a new car." Buffett also discussed his car buying habits, or lack thereof, with Forbes in 2014. "The reality is I barely travel 3,500 miles a year. Therefore, I seldom purchase a new vehicle," he said. The next time you're looking to buy an automobile, keep the following in mind. Since cars tend to depreciate quickly, it may be better for your finances if you strive to retain a functional vehicle for as long as possible. Or at the very least, choose to purchase a used vehicle rather than a brand new one. Hey there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such amazing videos and frugal living tips. Moving on to number 7, Buffett enjoys affordable hobbies. Living the Buffett way doesn't have to be all work and no enjoyment. Even millionaires have interests after all. Buffett's interests, however, are far more cheap than those of other well-known CEOs, investors, and business people. He likes playing bridge, for instance. Buffett joked during a CBS News Sunday morning interview, "If I played bridge and a naked woman walks by, I don't even see her." According to a 2017 Washington Post article, Buffett is a self-described bridge addict who spends roughly 8 hours a week playing the game. Number 6. Treating his friends. How do you get a friend who's also quite wealthy? The famed bond between Buffett and Gates dates back many years. The Microsoft billionaire wrote on his blog in honor of Buffett's 90th birthday on what has sustained their friendship throughout the years. Furthermore, Buffett didn't win Gates' gratitude by making ostentatious and costly gestures. It basically comes down to how he respects people. In his 2016 blog post, Gates provided examples of how Buffett is a kind and considerate friend, including the fact that Buffett personally drives Gates to the airport whenever the latter visits his hometown, makes frequent phone calls, and sends the couple news items by mail that they may find interesting. Number 5. Warren's phone. Buffett already has an iPhone, so he probably won't spend a lot of money on the newest model. In a February 2020 CNBC Squawk Box interview, the billionaire acknowledged receiving numerous iPhones, including one from Tim Cook. He claimed that the Nokia flip phone, which he had kept for many years, was no longer in use and that he was now having to use the most recent iPhone model, which was an iPhone 11 at the time of the interview. While it may be alluring to continuously splurge on the newest gadget, following Warren Buffett's advice and only upgrading your phone when it's truly necessary. Look for alternative strategies to reduce your phone expenses if you insist on purchasing the most recent iPhone to reach the market. Number 4. Designer suits. Buffett avoids wearing expensive designer outfits. Instead, he only dons clothes made by Madame Lee, a Chinese businesswoman in sewing industry whom he met in 2007. In a 2017 CNBC interview, he noted of the suits, "They fit perfectly. We received praise for them. I hadn't received complaints on my appearance in a while, but now that I'm wearing Madame Lee's outfits, they come in constantly." Number 3. His ideas on saving money. According to the businessman's biography by Roger Lowenstein, Buffett, the making of an American capitalist, after the birth of Buffett's first kid, he used a dresser drawer as a cot rather than spending money on a cradle, according to Forbes. He didn't buy a cot for the family's second child, instead, he borrowed one. Making your baby sleep in a drawer can seem a bit harsh, but it's only an illustration of thinking creatively, utilizing the resources that you already have at your disposal to avoid wasting money. Number 2. He worked in the same office for more than 50 years. Since he began working for Berkshire Hathaway in the 1960s, Buffett has remained at the same office space. As quoted by Buffett in the 2017 HBO documentary Becoming Warren Buffett, it's a different sort of place. The company's Omaha headquarters are a different sort of place, according to CNBC. There are 25 of us working here, and if you come back, there will still be 25 of us, the identical ones. At Berkshire, we don't have any committees. There's no public relations division here. We lack an investor relations department, and there isn't even a general counsel here. Simply said, we don't support behavior that's just formal. Even if you don't own a firm, you can still gain from Buffett's philosophy. It all comes down to this proverb, which is also number 1 on our list: make use of all coupons. Buffett demonstrates that even billionaires value the chance to save money. Bill Gates remembers a trip that he took with the investor, during which Buffett paid for their fast food lunch using coupons in his and Melinda Gates' 2017 annual letter. Even visual evidence was offered by him. Recall the giggle we shared when we opted to eat at McDonald's for lunch while traveling to Hong Kong together? You offered to pay, reached into your pocket, and brought out coupons. Bill composed. Melinda recently discovered this image of myself and the big spender. It brought to mind how highly you cherish a good deal. Applying the appropriate discounts, which are simple to find on websites like this one, will help you to save your next purchase, even if it's something as cheap as a McDonald's meal. And with that, we have come to the end of this episode. Hey, I hope you haven't missed any of the opportunities to earn some money, and make sure to watch our previous videos if you think you have. If you've enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing content.